everybody, and welcome back to 3-2 Brew. Today we're going to be running through some pre-fire testing with Bant Cocoa Spirits. I am personally extremely excited about this. Spirits is an archetype that I have a good amount of time testing with, actually, or playing with. Tab over here, I used to play Mono Blue Spirits in Pioneer, so a lot of these cards, like Ascendant Spirit and Spectral Sailor and Shacklegeist, are not legal, as well as all these counter spells. This is more of a tempo deck, but just as a heads up, I do have some experience with spirits. This is a much different version, though. On Arena, I played Mono Blue and Blue White because I had the land-based form, but never the Bant version because I never could afford all the freaking wild cards. So this is going to be a aggro version of spirits. This is not tempo, I don't believe. This is a very wild deck list to me for a couple reasons. First off, we're playing stuff like Noble Hierarch, Deputy Detention, and Thalia. I did take the basis of this deck from a MTG Top 8 from, I believe, 2018. So I really like the basis of it. The 4 Cocoa, 2 Aether Vial is a lineup I really enjoy. It does give you a little bit less removal in the main board, but Deputy Detention helps make up for that slightly. So this is a pretty sweet deck, though. We are running 4 Mausoleum Wanderers, which is just an all-star in spirits, 4 Hierarchs for some ramp, only 1 Rattle Chains, which is very surprising to me, 4 Selfless Spirit, which is mind-blowing to me because I'm just not used to seeing this card make this type of splash, I guess. 4 Supreme Phantom, just a goated card in spirits, 2 Thalia, 3 Deputy Detention. So we actually have, out of the 31 creatures, 7 of them are not, 9 of them are not spirits. It's almost a third. Kind of wild, but regardless. Thalia's here, 3 Deputy Detention, Drogskull Captain. Awesome. It's like our Empyrean Eagle on steroids. Love this. Geist of St. Traff is a fun of one of, and then 4 Spell Quellers, which is just the goated spirit. All our creatures are 3 CMC or less, which lets us cast our Cocoa and hit pretty much a ton of creatures out of our deck. 2 Path to Exile for removal as well. And then 2 Aether Vial to help with the Cocoa plan as well. You can Cocoa and then hopefully activate Vial and portal in a Spell Queller. It's very nice. The sketchy part of this deck, in my personal opinion, is from the original list. I do use the exact same land setup they have. It is 21 lands. The distribution of lands is fantastic in terms of like colors, but the actual land count scares the bejesus out of me. I am terrified of missing land drops. I'm very scared. So I'm spooked. I do want to call out Moorland Haunt. This card is rad, super rad. So very excited to see this get cooking through. But yeah, that's the main board. Sideboard here, I did some changes. I got 2 cages to deal with Zenith, to deal with Flashback, to deal with Dredge, to deal with all the usual suspects in the format. It's a piece of Graveyard Hate alongside Rest in Peace. I'm not bringing my Scoozes this time. I'm bringing my Rips instead. So really enjoy that. Nature's Claim is a bit of Artifact and Enchantment Hate, which also pairs well with Night of Autumn, which can be hit on the Cocoa. So no complaints there from me with Night of Autumn or Nature's Claim. So I got 4 pieces of Graveyard Hate and 4 pieces of Enchantment/Artifact Hate. 2 more pieces of spot removal in the sideboard if we deem them necessary. I have 1 Negate as my only counterspell. This is to try and like push through some stuff, and protect a collector company. I got 3 Stony Silencers. Not a ton of artifacts running around, but top has become a very big, topic. Not trying to make a joke there, but top is now a topic that a lot of people will talk about. I want to run 3 Stony Silence, see if it has any impact at all. This can help against a lot of different stuff, like where Prison it does some work against, and a couple other things. So Stony Silence is here, and then Kira for all those heavy removal decks. If you're running black-white or just a heavy removal, your Bolt deck or whatever. Kira helps us counter that for the first time. So, like Kira a lot, one of my favorite cards that slots into this deck. So, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm afraid I'm going to be mana screwed a lot, but honestly, I'm very excited to give this a run. I think this is going to be a super fun deck. I'm very excited to explore this space. There's a strong chance you're going to see a lot of spirit content coming, so I do apologize in advance, but I am stoked to be able to slam some spirits on the stack again. So, let's hop on into our first match here. We're on the play here on this first kickoff with Bant Spirits. Okay. I'm going to keep this. I like the way this is looking. I like the vibe it's giving me. I think we drop a hollowed fountain. And slam down a nice Mausoleum Wander. And keep it moving. See what our opponent's on here. Alright, Watery Grave. They want to push this bad boy? Gonna get my spirits. A sad man. Took a Geist. Interesting. Over the Spell Queller. I guess the Spell Queller is a known factor now. Not gonna let him know I picked up a Windswept Heath. Well, we kept a lot of lands in our 21 land deck. I'll wait until the end of their turn to snatch up a tapped. I believe I have a breeding pool in this list. Not 100% sure. Probably not, actually. I'll snatch up a, it's not Godless Shrine. Blanking on the name of it. Ooh, this is Grixis. This could be... I got a feeling this is going to be Grixis, what's the name of it? Shadow. That's a bummer. Oh, you know what? I should have sacked the Mausoleum Wanderer. I'm an idiot. Should have just sacked that. Alright. We do have a breeding pool in here. Wow. Alright. Well, I'm going to sack Spell Queller. Gonna get a hit with the Mausoleum Wanderer. That is a 2/2. Yeah, I should have sacked that there. Would have been way smarter. I could have held up the Geist, or the, whatchamacallit then. The Spell Queller could have been held up. That was dumb. Okay. It's alright, I mean, we got Spirit tokens still. Gonna play a Plains, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. Could have played a Windswept Heath there, but I'm alright with the basic making an appearance. They got 5 cards in their hand, so I'm a bit interested in what they're going to be doing here. Blue, white, 1. Gonna hit the Geist. Okay. Thalia. Alright. I'm gonna move in here with some attacks. Gonna go 1. Actually, I can fetch a blue source or a white source with my Windswept Heath, if I would like to. Thalia just resolved. I don't know. I guess they got some high CMC rotten in their hand, maybe. Okay. I'm alright with that. Breeding pool. White. I'm gonna exile Thalia. Cavern. Make that on Spirit. I mean, they're on a clock. It's crazy we're hitting our land drops in this deck right now. I was very scared of that before. Less scared now. Alright, they're gonna mill themselves. Death Shadow? So it is Death Shadow. Okay. Alright, GG's. Grixis Death Shadow on the play. Do they play with their... I guess they probably have anglers, so I like that. I like paths here as well, I think. You know what? I think cures as well. I'm less high on deputies, personally. They're not bad, but I don't love them here. Thalia's pretty good. Rattle Chains could have some play. I don't know how Rattle Chains is supposed to play in this deck as part of the issue. Mausoleum Wanderer is not bad. I'm going to stick with a 61 card special, though. Let's hit this second game. I messed up my GGs. I've been doing that a lot lately, sadly. Ooh, this is an interesting hand. I will keep it. It's a very bold hand, but I got 2 pieces of ramp plus a vial. They have some hand hate. It's a bit of a bummer. But I do have a lot of action, at least. Being basic force kind of sucks. But they could have a Thought Seize or something. Yep. Fetch. Give me like a preordain. Nope, Inquisition. There is a debate to get Vial going here. Yep, so they're going to take that. Which is A-okay to us, because now we can drop a Hierarch. If they have land, like a push plus another piece of hand hate, we're kind of dust. But we ran the Razor's Edge here. I want to see what I can do. Fetch Shock. Push. Okay. Give me a land. Very nice. Noble Hierarch. Gonna go fetch Hallowed Fountain. And I will play out Mausoleum Wanderer. They know I have a path, so they're going to need to clear the path before anything else. Which they probably could. They got 3 cards in their hand. That land that creates spirits was crazy, by the way. Game 1, that thing was just absolutely pushing damage. Yeah, mind-blowing. I never played something like that before. Okay, there's a shadow. This is a crazy position to be in. So I'm going to Mausoleum Wanderer here with Exalted. Just say end step. Go ahead. Because here I can, like, if they try to kill the Noble Hierarch, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to path this now. Get it out of the way. That way I don't got to think about it too much. Okay. I will not fetch. So I don't want to leave myself open. Another Mausoleum Wanderer. Fatal Push. I think I'm actually okay with that. I can get by. It's not a big deal. If I can grab another land then, I can drop in Supreme Phantom with Spell Queller backup for protection. Okay. Let me just get in with some attacks here with Mausoleum Wanderer. Say okay. Could be flooded over there. I'm really not certain. I want to get Geist to Saint Traff moving as well. Yeah, why not? Oh, I'm an idiot. Oops. Well, that was just a brain fart. All right. I'm gonna hit this real quick. I'm gonna go grab we're more blue in our hand right now, so I think a hollowed fountain. Yeah, it was smooth brain play by me. Go blue and 1 for a Supreme Phantom. Okay. Beat in here. There is no reason to deploy Geist to Saint Traff, so I'm not going to. I can block here with Hierarch if I felt the need to. Ooh, GG's. Yeah, good games, good games. Seems like they just got unlucky, but all right, take a 2-0 win versus Grixis Delver for our first match, even with some bad plays on my end. Very excited to get through the rest of the testing with this. I do like the way that this deck feels. So let's hop on over. Final match here. We are going to be playing against Theg. We are on the play. I like this hand. I will keep it. This is a very nice tempo hand. Trying to get this down here with the Mausoleum Wanderer to kick us off. I'm going to follow up Thalia. See what they're on here. Okay, Temple Garden. Interesting. We're going to get a path here. Hardened Scales? Or Zenith for one. Okay, they're probably on Pod. That's my guess. I could have spiked this, but I don't really want to. I'd rather spike a Pod. Let me get through in the air here. Wildly enough here, sorry, I can actually fetch a basic plains and hit him with a little Thalia action. Being on the play here, I think is a huge advantage for us, but this is Pod. I've actually never played against Pod, so I'm very interested in this. This could be a path or a push. Forest. This could just be green-white as well. Okay, this definitely looks like Pod to me, actually. Gonna beat in here. We have first strike. Spell Queller can eat whatever they play next turn. If it is Pod, we can gobble it up with a nice little Spell Queller. See if they go get black here. So they can pay 4 plus the life. We are winning the damage race currently. I'd like to find a Coco off the top here. I'm going to cast Spell Queller regardless. If they want to push it, they can. But I can also sack Mausoleum Wanderer and continue to push for damage. They can't get through Fatal Push anyway. Push coming online here. Devoted Druid. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm going to continue to push damage regardless. Hoping to get a Spell Queller on a Pod here. I don't think there's a Devoted Druid combo. Maybe, though, because you have Solemnity in this format. Spell Queller can't hit that. Okay, it's evoked. What does this card do again? Can't even remember. 2 more spells, okay. see what they're trying to do here. Okay, they're going to untap Devoted Druid. I think they actually have pod mana. Gonna have to eat that with Spell Queller. That's for sure. Ooh. Yo, that's my bad. I really thought they were asking about the CMC on the Spell Queller. Like that's my fault because I had 3 mana up at that time. So that's a big screw up on my end. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, Theg. I completely misread your message. As I don't like doing, you know, slimy type of stuff like that. That's just not how I like to play Magic. Gonna grab Breeding Pool here. Yeah. Gonna go like, whoops. Gonna go like this. Okay. Turn them all sideways. All right, trade off there. Wouldn't have been lethal if I played Selfless Spirit before combat. Probably another Hallowed Fountain. Okay. Yeah, I feel bad. I'm sorry, Theg. I didn't mean to mislead you. I really didn't. I thought you were asking about just total. Like CMC to actually cast a Spell Queller. All right, GG's. Okay. They are I believe a pod deck, so I think we're gonna want Knight, and they had some removal as well. I could see a case for negate as well. Do I want Stony Silence? Probably not. Stony Silence even good in this format is what I'm starting to wonder about. Maybe Kira isn't the answer. Maybe it's Grafdigger's Cage instead. What do we want out? I mean, obviously Thalia did very well there. Selfless Spirit could be good, but I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of sweepers. File's very good. Drug Skull Captain is good, but it does give everyone hexproof, which is very nice. Kind of like Rattle Chains, though, as well. It's a tough one. Is Path worth it? I don't know. I mean, what do I take out? That's like the really hard option. I don't think here. I think it's going to have to be knights. Maybe it's the additional lords. I think that's the axis I have to fight on. I still feel bad about telling them the wrong information. I really don't like that stuff. You know, I think it's kind of whack when people do that. I'll keep this. I'd like to draw a land here if possible. If they zenith for 1, do I path the ramped land? I don't know. Well, now I don't gotta worry about it. I don't gotta think anymore. Noble Hierarch. The issue is they're gonna be able to just slam pod here if they have it. Shriek Maw. Okay. I mean, this is the axis they want to fight on. We can fight on it. I'm not mad about it. I'd like to find another land. That's not another land. Spirit. Okay. All right. Pathing here doesn't stop them from deploying pod if they have it. Ooh, it's a Vizier combo deck. That was the combo card. Okay. Now I see what we're playing against. Devoted Druid combo. Makes sense. Vile. We'll get this ticking. A little late to the party, but that's okay. 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 All right. Gotta keep them guessing. A little late on the vial, but we'll see if we can dig out of it. What we really need is a land. That's not a land. It's all right though. We can portal this in end of turn. That's fine. They can get some beats in. I'm not mad about it. The Devoted Druid is what we gotta hit. Zenith for 2. Okay. Got the exile on a druid. Yeah, they can't tap it. They can untap it, but they can't tap it. Sorry, I don't know what they were doing for a second there. Luckily, there is no Containment Priest in this format. Okay. Well, actually, sadly, I kind of like Containment Priest. Pass on through. Holding up Spell Queller. Ewit. I don't know what they want to get back here. Guess it's Shriekmaw? Yeah, if that's the axis they want to fight on, they can fight me. Okay, it's going to target here. White. That's fine. I could have stopped all this, but I don't really care that much. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pot in Supreme Phantom. Yeah, just gonna let them know. It's a Supreme Phantom. Okay, come on, give me some lands here. I'm gonna continue to hold back a little bit here. Don't want to push too far into the red zone against them. Mausoleum Wanderers are kind of a dime of a dozen right now for us. Murmuring Bosk. They reveal? No. Okay. Sick card, though. Yes. Drop in a Geist. Okay. Lands, please. No, I will not. I am going to get in the air here. No hidden reach over there. All right. Reveal lands are really cool, by the way. I am going to put... Actually, I'm going to put Selfless Spirit out, I think. Just because I don't want to deal with nothing crazy. Always yield to that. Okay. Probably going to attack a whole board next turn. Let them deal with it. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. If they try any more funny business, then we'll just sack the Selfless Spirit and call it a day. You know? Another Vizier. Do we have lethal on the air? I think we might actually. Okay. No. I think I might actually just have them in the air here. Okay. Sorry if you hear my dog barking. Something's going on outside the door and they're going crazy. So looking at the top of their deck, I don't know if it's going to do much for them here. GG's. Yeah, super unlucky. Well, all right. Sorry about that. It was a bit of a wild match, but that was pod, technically. So we took pod 2-0, but no pod showed up. So they just got unlucky. Spell Quellers came in clutch. So let's hit the outro here. Well, we went a good old 6-0, 3-0 against, we had, well, actually, we technically went 6-2, 3-1. We lost to Dredge. That was an off camera. I played that and was in a bad mood after losing my pre-modern league in a fashion that was angering. So just a very downing recording. I didn't want to be negative. So it's not because I lost. It's really just because I was being a negative Nancy and kind of tilting off. So, but yeah, we went, I guess, technically 6-2 and we went 3-1, dropping one to Dredge. We beat Grixis, Shadow, we beat Pod, and we beat something else, which is slipping my mind right now. Oh, Fairies. We beat Blueback Fairies. This deck feels great. 21 lands is a bit sketchy. Not going to sit here in front about it. I'd probably like to see maybe one more land in here, but I'm going to keep trying it because it did well. The main board feels really buttoned up. I like this 4-2 split between Coco and Vial. I like both these cards a ton, but I like the impact and the spontaneity of Coco. I also like the option to Coco with a Vial out. It didn't happen, but very much sick. What is my favorite card in this main board? It is not Spell Queller anymore. Spell Queller friendship ended. New friendship started with Moorland Haunt. This card is sick. Absolutely love this card. Feels super, super powerful. It won us that first game against Grixis Shadow. So Moorland Haunt is awesome. I am head over heels in love with this deck. This is probably going to be my deck in the format. I just love the way this works and everything. Sideboard needs some work. I like the cages, but I don't like the rips. I think Relic of Progenitus is where I want to be at with this. So we're probably going to drop 2 rips for Relic of Progenitus. Paths felt good. I was bringing in Night of Autumn quite a bit. Kira felt good. It's going to need a bit of tuning and tweaking to deal with certain decks, but for now, I'm just going to kind of leave it as is, dropping the 2 rips for some relics and just see how the rest of it goes. I'm very interested. So, yeah, this deck feels good. I'm very excited. I think it has some game against a lot of the good decks in the format. I just got to get everything together. So, I hope everybody enjoyed. This was a super fun one to run through. Yeah, this has been 3-2 Brew. Till next time, cheers.